Hello, my beautiful ladies from all over the world. I'm so happy that you're tuning in today. Today, I want to talk with you about letting them help you and the ability to receive help. So, let me tell you a story. I was a woman who was gives off the vibe I don't need your help and I don't need you, and please don't help me, and just let me be me and just go out of my way. I used to really have this feeling of I don't need your help and I don't want your help, and just leave me alone. And at the same time, I was like, why is nobody helping me, and why is nobody asking me if I need help? Yes. And then I found this gift, and I really learned to allow people to help me, and it really transformed my life. It makes my life so much easier. Especially as a woman, I believe that allowing people to help you and receiving help and support transforms your lives and shifts the way you are, your energy, because it helps you to go from a struggle mindset and a struggle energy to ease and flow, and it just gets to be so easy. And I really love this. It really helped me so much, and I could see that especially when it's about carrying bags, and letting people open you a door, allowing people to pay for you, asking for support whatever you need. And I also realized this has to do a lot with vulnerability, and just showing people that you need help. It is an act of being vulnerable, because when you have experienced in the past that people are not helping you, and you have experienced some kind of trauma around that, you never want to be in this situation where you ask for help and people don't help you, so you rather do it yourself, and you think the only person I can rely on is myself. And I always had this feeling the only person I can rely on is myself. Everybody else, I don't trust. And you see that allowing people to help you has so much to do with trusting people, and trusting that people are there to support you, and trusting that you get to be supported. Trust that you get to be supported. When you believe that you get to be supported and you're worthy of support, your life gets less stressed and more relaxing, because you go from an anxious I have to do everything by myself and constant survival mode to I get to be supported, people love to help me, and people will always help me. And you have more a base ground. And for me, my faith in God really helps me with that, because I know that God is always there for me, God is always providing for me, God is always protecting me, and God is always supporting me. So wherever I am and whatever situation I am, I know support is available because God supports me. And for me, this really helped me. Before I learned to trust more people, I learned to trust God more. And I felt like He really took me on a journey where I learned to trust, and where I've experienced a lot of situations where I had to trust over and over and over again. And every time when I prayed, I just heard, trust me. Trust me. And I was like, I can't. I love control. Please just let me know how it's going. And I always heard, trust me. Trust me. And I was like, I guess I learned to trust now. And my whole body started to shift from a really anxious, a really stressed, a really tense state to start opening up my heart, physically and emotionally, opening up my body and my body language opening up, and just felt like my cells were starting to relax. And you can never really truly relax if you don't trust. Because if you don't trust, you're constantly in a state of fear, and you don't know how it's going out, so you have to control everything. Control issues are trust issues. Fear are trust issues. If you trust, you don't have fear. And I was so surprised once. I know that the man told me that when I asked him for help, it was like the biggest compliment ever, because it means that I believe that he is capable of helping me, and I believe in him and in his ability to I just changed my position. I couldn't say it anymore. But what I wanted to say is that he told me that by asking him for help, he felt complimented, because it means that I think he is capable of helping me. And I was like, what? I thought it's like a burden to you if I ask you for help. And he really opened my eyes that when you ask people for help, especially men for help, for them it's a compliment. It means, yeah, she thinks I can do it. And I was like, wait, what? Not only did I took for myself and struggled in trying to do it everything by myself, I also took something from him by not asking him to help me. Because if I give up the vibe I do everything by myself and I don't need anyone, I also give up the vibe I don't think you can do it, so I just rather do it myself. And this is what a lot of women actually are thinking. They think, I do it rather myself and I know it will be good. But you're giving the man the impression that you don't think he's capable of doing it. You don't mean it? You think I do him a favor by doing everything by myself and I'm not being a burden. I don't add any work to his workload? No, you're saying, I don't think you can do it. I just rather do it myself because I can do it better. And I was like, what? And I just was like, and when I read the book Queen's Code, because a friend of mine was like, you have to read it, and I was like, I do, should I? And I just read it, and it truly transformed the way I see men and the way I approach men. And it really showed me and opened my eyes that men are natural protectors and providers, and that when they provide and protect for us women and our children, that's not that they're only doing us a favor. They benefit from being able to provide and protect for us. And I was like, what? And then I experienced it in my own life, where I started to ask the men in my life, like my uncles and friends or cousins, for help. And they helped me, and then I just talked to them, and then it was like, no, I have fun doing this, and I love helping you, and things like that. And I was like, what? What did I do my whole life? I was like, I tried to impress men by showing them that I can do everything by myself and I don't need them. I was like, I played the game in the wrong way. Why did I do that? I not only harmed myself, but I also did a disfavor to the man in my life, and kind of a disrespect. And I was like, wow. So this is what I really want to encourage you. Allow yourself to ask for help, and allow yourself to show that you cannot do it can do it yourself, all by yourself. I have so much pleasure in asking men for help now, or asking in general for help, but especially men. And I realized that the whole time I just played the game the wrong way. also I had quite a competitive way. I still have this way, but it was like really extreme. And it was like if we played like table tennis or whatever game, I was like always I have to win. I have to be like the best. Or if we played, I don't know, volleyball. I don't know, just any kind of sports. I just always wanted to like show that I can do it, and then I'm better than them even. And I thought when I impress them and I impress like the man by being better than them, like they really like me. And I was like, I'm really good, but why don't they admire me the way I thought they admire me when I do this? And when I realized is that men find so much pleasure in being able to teach you something and like being able to help you, and it's not that you impress them by being better in everything than they can. That's even like quite frustrating. It's not that you have to dim your light for men, but if you genuinely struggle with it, just like say it and say it openly. And for me it was like, oh my god, it opened up so much ease and effortlessness and so much more fulfillment in my life, because when I was competing with men and trying to prove that I'm better in order to impress them, I did so much, and the result was extremely bad, because that's not what men impress. It's not. So when I started like to genuinely ask for help and to genuinely receive help when it is given to me, I just felt so good and so feminine, because I just love the feeling if a man can carry heavy things for me. Please tell me in the comments if you feel the same. I just feel like the queen. I just feel so light. I feel just so effortless, and I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you. I love you so much. And yeah. Also recently I posted a TikTok and I wrote something like it's so funny that like healing your feminine energy also has to do with stop hating men and like learning to love them or something like that. And I got like 2 comments, and both were like no, and with like a lot of like likes. So a lot of people disagreed, and I was like, that is so funny, because some people are just not ready to let go of the hatred for men. Through the book Queen's Code, I just felt so much love for the man in my life and for all the men that I meet. It is incredible. I think I probably still had some kind of hatred against men sometimes. But the book really opened my eyes how much men provide and protect in our society, and how men just make my life so much better, so much easier, so much more amazing. And I just started to recognize all these men that do such a great service in order for me to live a great life. Like the man who like built my home, who like, you know, do repairments and like do all the heavy stuff that I as a woman don't have to do, because they are willing to do it. And just the deep gratitude for these men is so incredible and so fulfilling, because I genuinely feel deeply grateful. And when you can just naturally, you show what you're feeling and they receive it, it's like, it is such a beautiful like gift for both sides. And this is what I want you to recognize, like people helping you is not that you take something from them. By fully receiving the help and the support, you both give to each other your gratitude, your joy, like your happiness. That is like a pure gift to a man, and it is so precious and so valuable. And it is just like, men love us as a woman, and men want to provide for us, men want to protect us, men want to support us. And it just feels so good to know that this is a fact. And once this belief system is activated, you will definitely like see the man in your life so differently. And yeah, I just had this on my heart to share, because when you allow men to help you, or allow people to genuinely help you in your life, there's so much beauty in it, and there's so much freedom in it, and there's just so much like connection in it, because like receiving help like creates such a different bond. Yeah, so I hope you really like this video. Write me in the comments what you learned. And yes, I'm so excited. When you're want and you're interested in a private coaching with me, you can just check the link in the bio and book a coaching session with me, and we can look at your topics, whatever is like in your way to allowing yourself to receive help, to feel worthy of receiving help, to allow yourself to just receive the gift. Yes, I'm so happy that you're here. I really appreciate it, and I wish you a beautiful day or night, or whenever you're watching this video. You're Naomi. Bye bye.